fuck her right in the pussy.
Of the MLG X Games, Detroit Hardpoint kicking things off. Matt, who are the two key players, one of each team, that you think we need to be looking at?
Well, I think for OpTic Gaming, you're going to be looking at Scump. This map suits him perfectly, a lot like Biolab. Allows him to just kind of push out whatever. The spawns don't matter as much on this map. That he can kind of break those spawns and just kind of run around. I think Zuma for FaZe. I think you kind of look at those two players. That's kind of the key matchup for me in the series. You saw the stat on your screen. OpTic Gaming yet to lose a respawn here at X Games.
Silly.
That's just
silly.
Insane.
It doesn't even make any sense. It's that bizarre. But if there is one thing going for FaZe, Matt, it's the fact that they've already played today. They 4-row Team Elevate, who look very good. So for me, FaZe need to start off strong, but it's going to be Scumpy jumping to the hill. Already picks up one, looking for the second in garage, not able to connect. Meanwhile, Karma will clean up that kill. But early on, it will be Zuma, who you pulled out for Team FaZe on that hard point. And is doing a little bit of a boogie, but it's fine. Slasher at a 3, no start, Matt.
Yeah, Slasher did a nice job starting out 3-0, getting over that blue wall, able to put some pressure on that Atlas hardpoint, but it's going to be OpTic Gaming controlling it. Now looks like they're going to be about to tie the score. Something else to just keep of note. Crim starting out 0-2, going to be looking to see how he's going to play in the series. We've seen Crim kind of play different roles in this team. Sometimes he goes into a Slayer role, sometimes does a lot of the OBJ. Going to see which Crim we get here in the finals.
Well, looking over at Hook as he pushes over towards that green side. He's going to have a couple of gun engagements. There's one. Can he find the second? He gets the assist. Cleans up Karma, and it's going to be FaZe with the early lead, Matt. 20 to 9 points as we go into green, and Hook is so big for the team there.
Hook is huge for them on Respawn. I mean, probably their most consistent player in Respawn game modes. Going to be looking at Hook, see if he can go big here for FaZe, and then you have Slasher as well. Slasher, if he can be a dominant AR against Formal, that's really what we saw at Cali. Zuma going off. Slasher able to contain Formal in that first series, and that's why they were able to win that. That's going to be huge for FaZe.
Well, looking over at Karma, who's going to be on that hard point at 6-3. He's going to have a couple more players challenging. That's going to be his 4th kill in a row. OpTic Gaming starting to get a little bit of momentum. Scumpy, meanwhile, spawning out over towards mid-street. They actually just try and plow through, but Formal with that battle. So strong, Matt.
Yeah, Formal going to be really strong with the battle. Scump's going to push in the hard point, get one, going to pick up a second one with Hook. Players pushing to his right. 13 seconds left on this hard point. OpTic Gaming starting to mount a pretty nice lead here. Ben, you see two players at the top of the screen. They're going to be rotating over towards Garage. Players from FaZe spawning over by School. Definitely want to force, if you're OpTic Gaming, Hook on your screen. Going to have one player in front of him, able to take him out. So FaZe going to be able to hold those spawns. Crim wins a big gunfight in the hill, though.
This is, wow. Shots from Hook just obliterated through Crim6. And now FaZe looking to try and lock down this hill, and Hook on a 3 streak, looking for the 4th, not going to be able to connect. Meanwhile, Karma comes up from behind on that ramp side now, 56 to 32, and growing for OpTic Gaming. Still plenty of time left on this garage hop.
Still a lot of time left, but if Enable and Zuma don't get things going here soon, OpTic Gaming is going to open up the floodgates. They're going to take a massive lead. 5-9 for Enable. Oh dear. The Formal just turns and burns on him. Enable 5-10, Zuma 5-10. You need those two players to match the subplay of Karma and Scump for OG. Because I mean, Karma right now, we haven't even talked about him. 13-5 on a 4 streak, just really dominating the SMG role.
And as well, you got Scump 13-12. Formal 11-7, doing everything he needs to do with that battle. And OpTic Gaming, as you heard Swanee say, they haven't dropped a respawn all event long. And well, to be quite honest, it doesn't look like they're going to drop this anytime soon either.
Nah, Crim won a big gunfight on rotation there, but it's going to be Scump picking up a 2-piece. You see Karma going to float around, try and figure out where the spawners are coming up from FaZe. So it's going to be one player, it's going to be Scump playing in the window of the hardpoint. It's going to be Formal and Karma playing that back alley. Formal's going to get one, Enable's going to pick up one. Slasher going to take out Crim. It's going to be controlled by FaZe. So FaZe doing a nice job breaking it. If they can take, the remainder of this time, maybe get it down by 40, and then maybe cut it going to down 15, 20 by the second rotation of hills, they'd be in pretty nice shape going into the second half of the game.
It's a lot easier than it sounds.
It's a lot easier said than done, yeah.
Especially when you consider Formal is 18, 19, and 10 with only, less than 4 minutes played?
He's just silly. I mean, just dominating with the bow. I feel like we talk a lot about other ARs because Formal doesn't play as flashy. Like, you don't see him make those crazy highlight reel plays. We talk a lot about Clayster. We talk a lot about Slasher. Temp as well now. We kind of forget how good Formal is with the assault rifle. Really kind of the rock for this OpTic Gaming team.
Oh, Hook trying to get that rotation towards the next hard point, unable to do so. Crim6 manages to jump in and clean him up. Scump on your screen now. Of course, the regular Season 2 MVP, and of course, Season 1 looking to pick up his second X Games gold medal, but he's going to fall on the halfway over to Crim6. He cleans up Zuma. More players going to be challenging him. Actually, one directly to his right-hand side, but to FaZe's credit, Matt, they are getting a little bit more hill time now. Yeah,
FaZe starting to mount a little bit of comeback. Enable on a 6-free. Definitely the reason for that. Start to heat up with the SMG. Hoop going to be pushing in towards the school hill, but you're going to need more out of Enable and Zoom in the second half. I mean, Karma having a fantastic first half of the game, 17-12 for OpTic Gaming. Scump not even really going off with the SMG, 20-20. You're just getting fantastic AR play out of Formal with these SMG from Karma. It's really been the difference here in the first half.
Enable trying to break in towards that hardpoint, unable to do so. Scumpy's going to be picking up that final 6 seconds of time. And the lead for OpTic Gaming growing and growing. It's going to be 153 to 70 points as we now rotate over to the second cycle of hardpoints.
You're going to see OBJ Crim here in this one. 7 caps, 13 kills, 16 deaths. That's really what he's going to be focused on, focusing on the hill. Mostly going to just leave the slaying to Formal and Scump, and then Karma's kind of that X factor, right? He either comes up with huge games in slaying, maybe he plays a little bit OBJ-minded like Crim, stays around the hill, picks up those big gunfights. Going to be looking to see how he plays the rest of the series. Crim picking up 2. He's going to get taken out by Hook. But I feel like FaZe, every time they get the hill, you see a 2-piece come in from Formal, 2-piece come in from Karma. Yep. Just broken so easily.
Scumpy thinking about the spawns of where those plays from FaZe are going to be, but he's just shredding through plays at this point. 2-streak, but he's going to finally fall to Hook with the melee. And Hook, 25 and 21.
He doesn't have bad games.
He's playing very well himself.
I mean, he doesn't have bad games. He can play with anybody. Primarily a submachine gun player, kind of gets misplaced as an AR. Hook, very dominant with the SMG, just really kind of guided by his move. Scump with that fast reaction time, just such accurate shot and centering. Hook kind of plays more around his movement, like I think Swanee was saying yesterday.
I think this could be good for FaZe. They may be able to lock down some early time here if they can just lay out. Hook immediately turns around there, locking down that spawn. He should be able to challenge that play from OpTic, does so. That was Formal, wins it. And FaZe could actually pick up a serious amount of time here if they can hold this down. This is what OpTic did in the first cycle, if you remember, and that was really the turning point in the game, Matt. OpTic picked up so much time here on green.
Oh, this one definitely is not over, Ben. I mean, FaZe takes, the last 30 seconds here, they're going to go down by about 20, 25 going into garage. I mean, they rotate early, get those spawns there. They'll hold it down, but you see how talented OpTic Gaming is. And I feel like they don't even like a lot of teams in Hardpoint, you really want to, get together. You want to make 2, 3 really good attempts at pushing the hill. OpTic Gaming's a team that can get away with not doing that. I mean, they can just put Formal and Scump in the front.
They'll just get a 2-piece.
Outgun them, yeah.
They'll just get a 2-piece just like that. And that's really been the story so far of Hardpoint Detroit. Enable already on that rotation, but
it's like too late.
Yeah. Right, you need to be rotating just a little bit earlier because you're not going to be able to.
Well, they're down by so much, they're forced to play for all that time. Then the issue is you don't win the gunfights on rotation. I mean, Crim picks up a 2-piece, and the rest of your teammates don't do anything. Then you're in such a difficult spot. I mean, Scump picks up 2, Formal with 1. Now you're going to end up getting almost no time from this hill.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much impossible to try and break it if you're from FaZe. Hook with a team kill there on Zuma. It's just all going wrong for FaZe here in game number 1. Scumpy locking it down.
Well, look at the gunfights that FaZe is forcing. I mean, one player jumps in, challenges Scump. There's not another player to even just come in and challenge him. Not even trying to trade anything. So they're almost trying to play like how OpTic Gaming would play, and FaZe can get away with that against every other team but OpTic Gaming. And that's really why they struggle against them on Hardpoint.
FaZe playing for the spawn. Zuma may be able to pick up this kill. Not going to happen. They do have the spawn, but a 222 to 134 with 2 minutes left, Matt. It's too late.
Yeah, way too late. If you were FaZe, this is a big map as well. I mean, you kind of figured they were hot.
They just played.
They just 4-0'd Elevate, and Elevate, a very talented team. And now, you come in first map against OpTic Gaming. You really wanted to come out here, make a statement, winning map number 1, and they kind of dropped the dud.
Yeah, a little bit demoralizing. And to put it into perspective, FaZe are going to need to lock down every single second of hardpoints if they were to come back into this, which is just not going to happen because you can see OpTic players just try and fly into those hardpoints and contest. Slash is going to fall at the backside, and really now it's just a question of how many kills are these OpTic players going to end up with. Of course, you've got to look at Hook with a fantastic game from Team FaZe, 33-28 as well.
Yeah, Hook always plays well. You expect that. You got to really look at Enable. Enable and Zuma expected more out of those guys. Enable's kind of had an off weekend, really trying to figure out his role. I think Zuma's gotten so much better. He's done such a great job in the slaying department that's kind of made Enable's role a little bit weird. Not really sure how he's going to play the rest of the series, but if you're FaZe, this game 2 is a must-win, at least in my opinion. You drop this game 1, going into an uplink, it's going to be game 2, obviously a best-of-7 format. You're going to need to win that one.
I think the big thing that we kind of talked about before this game started as well was, FaZe going to be coming in warmed up, like they've just played a competitive map. You would if they were going to take any respawn, you would think it would be that first one.
Yeah, you would
just not the
expect them
case.
to take this first one. I mean, OpTic Gaming, they're not really having the juices going. Know what it's going to be. Formal mid-map. He's going to be able to take out 2 players. It's 43 and 32 for Formal. Krim on your screen, just going to destroy 2 players of FaZe. There's another one directly in front of him, not able to clean that player up, but OpTic Gaming just dominating map number 1.
Yep, and that should pretty much do it. It's going to say what to play. Oh,
Oh,
Kidoki,
wait.
never mind. It doesn't matter. You've already won the map. As Krim, oh, he's going to fall as well. So FaZe, when it doesn't matter, picking up some nice kills.
Yeah, FaZe picking up some time now, but the game already in OpTic Gaming's hands. Going to be looking to see FaZe can gain some momentum here at the end, just get their guns hot, get a little bit of confidence, but OpTic Gaming going to close it out 250 to 209. Ben, just a really strong performance all throughout.
Oh, very, very dominating play from OpTic Gaming in map number 1, Hardpoint Detroit. Looking at Uplink though, Matt, is there a chance that FaZe can take it?
I mean, there's going to have to be a chance that they can take it if they're going to come back and win the series. I mean, going down 2-0 to OpTic Gaming, it's a lot scarier than being down 2-0 to another opponent. I mean,
right.
Then you know, with the way they played in that first Hardpoint, I mean, Hook, he showed up, but I mean, you look at the other stats from some of the other players. I mean, 27-35 from Naval, 27-34 from Zuma, Slasher 38-39. I mean,